Hey y'all, welcome to another one of my videos. If you want to catch my lives, you have to go to the live tab. If you want to catch me on my live, then you have to turn on my notifications, subscribe. I've just been asked about that, and that's how you go about that if you want to see me live. So one of the questions I got asked, actually, it popped up on my live. It says, why does this man become distant with me? So there's a lot of reasons why a man can become distant with you. It's not really your responsibility to know why. The only thing you're supposed to know is, why did he become distant with me? Like that's a question. You just need to know the question. Like, okay, well, he's distant. What does that have to do with me when I have 3 other guys on my roster? I have three other guys on my phone. Yes, if that's the only guy that you're concentrating on, that's the only guy where all your energy's going, then yeah, you're going to be wondering why he's distant. The solution to that problem is to make sure that you have more than just one. You're seeing more than one guy. You're dating more than one guy. Okay. If this is like a pattern for you and it becomes a question that I got, why can't I keep a man? Are you talking this man's ear off? This man is not your therapist. He does not care about what happened to Haley and her ex. This man does not want to know about your past, your traumas. Don't be trauma dumping on this man. Don't be talking his ear off. That's what you have girlfriends there for. That's why there's therapists. So yeah, if you can't keep a man, that's not really your concern. I mean, why you can't keep a man, yeah, maybe that's your concern if it's like a pattern, but why a certain man just became distant, don't go chasing. Don't even have that mindset where, well, I have to make this distance shorter because you're chasing energy. Are you the one that wants to be pursued, or do you want to pursue? So, and I know it all starts there, even if it just starts with that one person that, you're just like head over heels about. You have to start putting that into practice now, because that energy, you are what you attract. If you are constantly trying to shorten the distance between you and this one guy, what do you think would follow after that? The next guy is going to be most likely the same, because you're not working on the root issue, which is your concern about one guy this, one guy that. There can't just be one guy. That's the energy. That's the energy shift. Just shift your energy. Instead of keeping that energy there with him. And so yeah, why can't I keep a man? Just reevaluate what you do, like talking his ear off, trauma dumping, nagging. You're always asking this man, like, what are you doing? Where you at? Like, at the end of the day, I need you to not be stressed out about that, because a man is going to do what he wants to do. As long as he's paying for your bills and you're supported, then, that man's going to do whatever he wants to do. You would not bet your life that all men don't cheat. So, another question is, he keeps asking, what to do if he keeps asking for pictures? Okay. So if a dude keeps asking for pictures, let's first things first. Is the man that's asking for pictures because he's going to pay? If he's going to pay, then you can go online and just go look up whatever it is that he's asking for. Okay? Just don't put anything out there. Just don't send anything that you don't want to see later on. No face, no case. But let's say he's asking for pictures and he's just asking for pictures because he's asking for pictures. He's not offering anything. I'll just be like, LOL. Just be like, LOL. No, I don't do that. Just that. I don't know why you would even just leave them on red. I don't know why that's even a question. Just be like, well, or what you can do and say, this is the guy you're interested in. We'll just be like, oh yeah, I got you. Let's just go out to eat here. Okay, you guys go out to eat. You don't send the pictures, because what did you think was gonna happen, sir? Like, let's see. What do you think about men with kids? Okay, what do you think about men with kids, that they just have kids? I mean, if this is a man that's providing for you and then taking care of his kids, and then there's no like drama, then that's just a man. He has kids. It's like the same way, like a lot of women think that just because they're a mom and they're dating, they have to be explaining to everybody that they have kids, or what the situation is with their kids. Like, they're dating you and they're not dating the kids. So I mean, no one's gonna be knowing about my kids until we're set. I don't have kids, but I'm just saying, like, you're dating me, you're not dating my kids. You should not, the interest shouldn't even be like kids at all. So why would you even bring that up? There's no need to. And then you're not lying. I mean, why, if someone makes you feel like, well, you should have told me, well, I didn't know that you were interested in my kids, I thought you were interested in me. So that's what I would say. And then a man with money, he don't really got, like, she's not gonna be worried about things like that. Someone said, do you advise to date a man with a girlfriend? I don't advise someone to date a man with a significant other. But I would say, if a man is giving you his attention and he has a significant other, but let's say like you guys are older and he has a wife, and you know about the wife, but you know they have their issues or they have whatever's going on. That's really none of your business, because at the end of the day, like, if you were like, oh well, no, actually I'm not gonna get involved in this, like, no, you can't take me shopping, no, you can't buy me this because you have a wife, they're just gonna go on and find the next girl, the next chick that they can spoil. That's really how it is. You think someone tells a sugar daddy no one time and the sugar daddy stops being a sugar daddy? No, he's gonna go look for more sugar. So he's 27 and I'm a single mom, 35. Should I go for it? If you're not expecting, you're dating this man for what he brings to the table, so what he provides to you, for you, the bills that he pays. You know, I must always say, don't deal with a man that doesn't have money, period. Let's start there. You being a single mom, that shouldn't even matter, to be honest. It should just be like, he's 27, I'm 35. Should I go for it? If you're gonna feel comfortable with that, just understand this is probably not a man that wants to settle down. He's in his late 20s. If you want a man that's gonna settle down, look for like his 30s, late 30s, early 40s. So if you're not expecting that, then go ahead. But just understand, like, he might not commit to you the way you want him to, because your age difference. Not because of the age difference, but because, I don't know, you're 35, you're probably more in like the commitment stage than a 27-year-old is. So if he's gonna be paying your bills, if he's gonna be alleviating some stresses, some financial stresses, then I say, yeah, go ahead. Again, you don't need to mention kids to him, unless he says he wants to be a stepdad. I don't know why you guys would mention that. Okay, how to make him provide at day 4 of talking. Okay, so like I've said before, you guys should already know, before you even go out with a guy, before you get your hair done, before you get your nails done, before you do your makeup, before you get a cute outfit on, this man, you should already know that he could provide. And how do you do that? Let me give you one example. Let me give you a little example. So if you're younger, you can start with this. This guy that I was talking to, I hit him up. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be going to the bar. He just asked me what I was doing. He was like, okay, and then he sent me $20 so that I can get 2 beers on him. And I was like, okay, like, I have not even seen him yet. We've talked on the phone, probably like, actually, no, we didn't. We were just texting. So I was like, oh, I wasn't surprised, because I'm used to, like, really being spoiled and everything like that. Like, this sweater, or this Lululemon, I got it the first time I hung out with one of the dates I went on. And so that's just what I'm used to, okay? So that's a man that I would want to hang out with or want to get to know, because he already showed me that he's in a provider mindset. So You should already have known that he was a provider. Why are you on day 4 of talking and you don't even know you're a provider? You could be 1, 2, 3 days wasted. So, but if you want to make him provide at day 4, then you just start mentioning things like, oh, like, I really like this sweater. You guys go to the mall. Go somewhere where there's a mall, there's a bar, and there's a mall right next to it. You drink a little bit. Men like to do the same thing with us. That's why we be mad at men, because they plan things, And we get mad. We're like, wow, this whole time? Yes, this whole time. These men be thinking this whole time. So, take them to a bar, have them drink a little, and y'all go shopping. You say, well, because girl, this is the 4th time you're hanging out with him. I know you've done your makeup every time. I know you did your hair. I know your nails are done. I know your toes are not your tails. Your toes are done. You have a cute outfit on. I know you're just not walking out looking like who did it and why, because you're already talking about day 4. So yeah, just start mentioning things that you like. Send an Amazon wish list, say like, oh, do you think you can get my Starbucks today? Like, start with little things like that. If you're not comfortable being like, well, look at this Balenciaga bag. Oh, look at it. This will look really good in my collection. Yeah, obviously you're not gonna start with that, right? So start somewhere. People are gonna be like, oh, this is Starbucks. Like, well, look, your man buys you a Starbucks like once a week and you've been with him for like 2 years. So let's see. What would I say to someone who said that this concept is selfish? Women invest even before being in a relationship with a man. Like, they emotionally invest like crazy. I'm sorry, I'm a woman. I'm gonna admit sometimes, yeah, before I've even dated a guy, I have already started thinking about, this and that. Not necessarily the house on the hill with the white picket fence, but I know a lot of women that do go there and start planning out their dresses and their wedding dates. You guys gotta calm down with that, because it would be selfish. It's not selfish for a man to do that, to, get your hopes up and have you emotionally drained. And what are you getting in return? Men like to say, what do you bring to the table? I'm here. If you can't take care of me, I'm gone. The table is no longer. Table is broken. I have a provider, but sometimes it feels like we're too incompatible as he is too conservative. Okay, so unless it's like you can't even talk to this man without it being like an argument about, which is like, you should not even be with somebody if it's always going to be politics and everything. I doubt it's like that, but I think you're just saying you're incompatible because he's too conservative, and then maybe don't spend as much time with him, or whenever he starts going on about his rants, or whenever, let's say you go out to the bar or the club. I don't know why he would go to the club if he was conservative, but let's just put it in that setting. You guys are walking around LA, and this is a conservative man, so whenever he sees someone like dressed non-conservative, he's going to be saying something, he's going to be critiquing. So avoid places like going out with him like that. Just tell him to go with his guy friends or whatever. But that shouldn't really bother you. His political stance should not bother you unless he's saying stuff to you, which I don't think he would be saying things to you. That's weird. Like, you guys are both adults. You guys can both disagree to agree. And if you're too incompatible, then, start thinking of ways, like, wherever you guys do meet at. So you guys both like, as long as he's talking about this over an expensive dinner or taking you shopping, then I would be like, talk my ear off. Go ahead and talk all the politics that you want, because I'm being provided for. I'm being taken care of. That's how I'd be like, okay, well, let's talk over this, over sushi or whatever food you want to go eat. Let's go to Fleming's, and I want to discuss this over Wagyu. I haven't had Wagyu in a while. So, I went there too. I went to Fleming's hold on, guys. Pause real quick. Okay. see how this pausing works. But, and then someone contradicted and said, it's supposed to be 100 effort, not him more than me and me more than him. It's equal effort. It is never going to be equal effort. Ever. There's no such thing as 50-50. Ever. You will invest emotionally more than he will invest in you. Physically, you will probably invest more than you would unless he's doing the cooking and he's doing the cleaning. Someone said, I'm 16, where to find a rich man? Give it like 2 more years and then I could tell you. But let's say when you turn 18, then you go to the areas where the rich men are at. You go to the areas where, let's see, not the area, sorry. You go around the time, you go during the weekdays. You're not going to be, I don't know where you are, because 18, some places they could drink. If you're 18, when you're 18, you can drink at bars, wherever you're at, wherever you live, then go to the bars where all the rich men are at. The nice areas, you're not going to go on the weekends at night, because that's when people that have money, they go out during the weekdays. Yeah, they go out during the weekends because that's just to celebrate the weekend. But during the weekdays, they're out because they're not clocked in like 9 to 5. So go early. I know they like have happy hours too. So that's where I would start. Go like Sheer7 says, freestyle. Also, this account, if you don't know Sheer7, definitely go check her out. I love her. She's my favorite of all time. Okay. Someone said, I told him I have 1 kid, but I have 2. It's been 8 months. He's a provider. Should I tell him? Dude. Okay. I told him I have 1 kid, but I have 2. LOL. Okay, we'll just be like, oh, I only mentioned 1. Oops. Well, when it's like he doesn't have to meet your kids unless he's like providing for you and your kids. So why does it matter? Is he gonna see them? And if there's 2, and if he ever does see them, like, oh, well, there's 2. I mean, it honestly, just be like, it honestly feels like I have 1 child. They're both so, so amazing. So easy to take care of, just brag about your kids now real quick. Be like, it's so easy for me. I honestly didn't even know, like, oh, obviously you do notice that you have 2 kids, but it feels like I have 1 kid. But yeah, like I said, I don't think you need to tell him until you guys are under the same roof. Obviously, you're going to be with the kids, so. Do you advise I date a man with a girlfriend? I don't say, like, go out and purposely look for a guy that has a girlfriend, but you're going to come across men that have wives, and let's just say it how it is. They're older. They're definitely going to be older. They're not going to be, like, 20s, early 30s. Maybe in the late 30s, but definitely going to come across men that have wives or whatever, that got divorces. And it's like, let's say you work at a what is that called? Attorney office. I think it's called like attorney offices. Okay, so there's this lawyer, or the boss of the bosses. Okay, this dude, he comes in, he's chatting his ear off to you. He's obviously interested in you. Okay, that he has a wife. But he gets you stuff, or he offers to buy you. This is obviously, you're probably younger, like Starbucks, or take you shopping, take you to the mall. So if you decide to say no to this man, if you're like, pause. You, sir, you have a wife. If you do that, he's gonna go ahead and just look at the desk over, and look, there's a girl right there. I'm gonna go talk to Sabrina. Okay, you can bye. It's just because you said no to this man that has a wife doesn't mean that he's gonna be like, you know what? I need to change my ways. She just said no to me. I need to change my ways. No. So, I mean, Get your gifts. If not, then I mean someone else will get those gifts. Get the money. Usually if this is a man with money, his wife don't even care what he's doing. She's probably out shopping. She has her bills taken care of. You know, she's probably shopping for a new outfit. So if anything, you're probably doing her a favor, so you're taking away time for like that he has to spend with her. What if he pays your rent yearly and complains to his friend? What if he pays your rent yearly and complains to your friend? And so he pays for your rent for the whole year. Actually, I don't really care what the next man is saying. You talk to me with your wallet, and you could talk to everybody else with your mouth. I'd rather a man communicate with me through his wallet than have to hear him complain. Like, that's too bad for that's too bad for your friend. That's not me. I'm glad that I don't gotta sit here and act like I care about what you're saying. So, if you're paying your rent yearly, just so that has nothing to do with me. Or you know what, if you want to be like, I heard what you said about me, and I'm kind of in my feelings right now, and I just can't believe that you said this about me. And then he'll probably be like, well, I'm sorry that I didn't know this and this and that, you know. Make him apologize by getting you something. And you're like, how do I ask for that? And he'll be like, well, since you're complaining about my rent, then how about these shoes? Would you complain about these shoes if you got me these shoes? You make it work for whatever. I don't know what you want, girl. What do you want? Egg boots? You want some eggs? Yeah, some of you guys are waiting for a fairy tale and collected $0 from this man. It's not even about collecting. It's about him giving. People, that's why men get so offended. They're like, oh, so you're just like in it for money. I'm not in it for money. I mean, I am, but I'm in it not just for money. I'm in it because I want to be appreciated, and you're gonna show your appreciation to me by buying me a cute little lemon. What else have I got? I got these little cute Crocs on with little Sanrio gibbets. I would show them, but I'm gonna wipe them down first. But they're pink too. So yeah, and the socks on mine. So I know people are always like, well, where's your proof? Where's the proof that you've been gifted these things and these things? Blah, blah, blah. Go to my TikTok. You guys can see everything that I'm gifted on there. So, and I don't have to do anything. That's why it's crazy when men are like, well, what do you have to do? You have to do something. Sir, that's what you literally will spend $50 on a woman and expect some after. Because that's $50 to you is like a whole day. It took you a whole day to make that. So, relax. I'm 19 and a single mother. What advice will you give me? You're young, girl. You're young. I say go out there. Go to the nice areas. You know, you don't got to bring your kids into anything, as in like conversations. You don't, you know, no one's gonna assume that you have kids if you're 19. You're looking young, you know. Just take care of yourself, and then just go. Yeah, like what Share 7 says, go freestyle. Yeah, I don't know how old your kids are, but like after they're at a certain age where they can like take care of themselves, then go ahead. He's a cop with a lot of money, but he's a player. How do I get in the driver's seat? He's a cop with a lot of money, but he's a player. What do you mean you get in the driver's seat? You mean the passenger seat? See, look. I just caught you right now. What do you mean driver's seat? You want to be the one driving, you want to be the one with the pants. I'm just kidding. No, but you want to get in the passenger seat? To be honest, whoever spends the most of his money wins. That's why, like, I mean, you can be that woman that he just, you know, unless that's what you want, you don't really care about nothing, you just want that done. So, but I mean, if you do want that done, and then but you also want to be like passenger, the passenger princess, you got to spend his money. His money has to be in, he sees where his money's going, so he needs to, whoever is invested in the most wins. That's my advice for you, girl. A guy I used to have a FWB with saw me at an event yesterday and came up to talk to me. Gave eyes. By friends with benefits, you mean like benefits like shopping and bills paid, vacations paid? What do you mean like benefits? What are the benefits? That doesn't mean nothing. Yeah, he came up to talk to you, but what after that? If he didn't ask you to hang out or nothing, then so, like, that has nothing to do with me. Like, he just came up and talked to me. Like I said, a guy you used to, so I mean, I guess like if it's just for the plot and you just have this guy coming to you and see where it goes, whatever, but it doesn't talk to me after, I'm not gonna be pursuing. Like you just said, he already establishes friends with benefits. How to make a man come back. How to make a man come back. Okay, just kidding. I'm not gonna be like, guys, this is what I just gonna know. I wouldn't even be worried. Like, if a man wants to come back, he'll come back. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Like, just let that man go. To be honest, that's what I would say. But if you really want this man back, you gotta just prioritize yourself. You gotta carry yourself. You know, elevate yourself. So that way, like, if you elevate yourself and you're on a totally different energy than he is, that's probably why he can't come back, because his energy is down here and yours is up here. So, and by the time that your energy is up here and you've been working on yourself, you're going to attract a man that's on the same level, and you probably won't want that man anymore. So it's not about like how to get him back. It's just look at it like, why do I want a man back? Because that's just showing that you value yourself based off a man, like whether he comes back or not. And there's so many people that live their life literally just like wondering, oh my god, he's gonna come back. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna come back. I wonder if he's gonna come back. Like, Jesus. I would just say, carry yourself, look like you're living your best life, because yeah, he'll come back if he wants to. If he's chasing to date you, then take his money and lead him on. He's cheating already. if he's chasing to date you, well, duh, men aren't chasing one person at a time. So, my man worships me, but I'm falling hard for him too and getting overly attached. How do I stop that? My man worships me, but I'm falling hard. I mean, I guess if you're not used to being worshipped and having this provided for you and being treated like a queen and the goddess that you are, then maybe that's something to do with you. I don't understand why you would even think that. That's like you feeling like that's the bare minimum, and now you're getting overly attached to that. But I congratulate you, because look, you're saying he worships you and now you're starting to fall for him. Okay, that's good. I'm happy for you, because there's people that literally don't even get treated like this and that and then start attaching themselves to them. So, overly attached. How do you stop that? How would you stop that? Like I said, that's what I think. That's what I think, is if you just not used to being treated like that, but just understand like, well, this is how I'm supposed to be treated. Once you start, getting attached because of, I mean, not that you shouldn't get attached because of how he's treating you, like if he's treating you like a goddess and everything, like, then by all means, but you can't stop him. You shouldn't even try to stop him, because like you already acting like, this question gives me like emotion. So whatever emotion that you're feeling when that you're falling for him and you're getting overly attached, you have to monitor that emotion. Just by understanding that this is what I deserve. I'm a goddess and this is the bare minimum for me. You know, the bare minimum for a lot of women is just getting like sushi. So I think you're doing good. Okay, to answer the one where he keeps asking for pictures. If a man keeps asking for pictures, I think I answered that one in this video. But okay, guys, that was a really great video. I stopped my video. That was an amazing video. No, but actually, that was a really good video. Thank you so much for all the questions that were asked. If you have more questions like that, you can just leave them in the comments down below. Catch me on my live and ask me there. I do answer them there, but like I said, when you catch me on my live, I am getting my last lives. They get like 1K or 2K views. So it's a lot more chat happening. So if you really want me to see your question, just ask me in the comment below. If you want to catch me on my live, I can answer in there, and it's not going to stay up if you care about that. But I'm not going to be mentioning any names or anything like that. So you can catch me on other social medias. I actually don't even have Instagram, but I have a TikTok. And this is my YouTube. So thank you guys so much for joining. This is definitely a channel for women. So if you're a woman, feel free to subscribe. Click the like button, especially if you're a woman, please. I'm trying to change the analytics to my channel. I want it to be more women than men. So I would really appreciate that. And take care. Bye.